There's one part in the Bible where it's written that God commanded the people to install judges at the gates, at the city gates. Now, the question in my mind is, why do you install judges at every city gates? Now, that's strange, right? Why put them at the gates? Is there a reason for this? Yes, there is. You see, they are placed at the gates because the judges were meant to make sure that those who are coming out from the left, for instance, will have a right of way to come out from the left to the right. And then those who are coming from the right to the left, they have a right of way to come from right to left. So in other words, these judges are like the traffic lights, right? They got a timing to allow right of way from left to left or left to right with the same impulse, but according to the timing. So this is how they fairly treat both the left and the right. And these judges, which are set at the city gates, they are in fact allegory. They are allegories of our own gates in our life. And very often what we do is that an enemy is coming towards us. What we do, our judges are installed. Instead of being fair, we actually guard ourselves from the enemy. So we place our judges not at the gates, but we place our judges at our own city to judge against the other cities. But that's not the way that God intends it. We should place our judges at the city gates instead, not to just protect us, but to protect the enemy as well. And you may be telling me, what's the purpose? I want to benefit myself, you'll be saying that. I would rather place the judge in my city to protect me instead of placing my judge at the city gates to protect me and my enemy. What's the purpose for doing that? You'll be saying that, right? But that is not the way of the universe. You see, what happens is that if you will place the judges at the city gates and not in your own gate, you will promote free flow. Like a fair traffic light, you will permit the left to move to the right and the right to move to the left at its proper timing. That means that there will be no failure. That means that everything that you plan to do in life will come true. Why? Simply because the right will have a chance to go to the left, and the left will have a chance to go to the right, but at its proper timing. There's a mystery in all this, but you have to think about it. I want to share this with you, but you have to think about this. The better choice of living is to place your own judge at the city gate and not at your own place.